You drive 4 hours to help a friend move, but you can't text anyone the words, "I'm not okay." It's not that you don't have people. You do. That's the strange part. People who'd show up in 20 minutes if you called. You just won't call. When you ask for help, what exactly do you think you're admitting? 2 years ago, I sat in a car park outside a friend's birthday. I typed a message, 6 words, "Can we talk after this?" I read it 11 times. Then I deleted it, put the phone face down, and walked in. I was the funniest man in that room for 3 hours. People were crying, laughing. I drove home and couldn't remember a single thing anyone said to me. I'm not a therapist. I'm just someone who got very good at this. Watch what you do when someone asks how you're doing. You answer before they finish the sentence. "Yeah, good, you?" It's automatic.
It's out of your mouth before you've checked whether it's true. That's not lying. Lying takes effort. This is a reflex you built so long ago you don't remember installing it. Nobody in your life is doing anything wrong. They ask. You say fine. They believe you, because why wouldn't they? So the story everyone has about you is that you're the one who's handling it. You wrote that story. You've been editing it for years. And the longer you keep it accurate, the more it costs to correct it. Which is why you moved on to the next thing. You didn't just stop asking for help. You started giving it. You're the one people call, aren't you? You know about his divorce. You know she's not sleeping. You know which of your friends is drinking too much on a Tuesday. You carry all of it, and you're good at it. And part of you likes it. Because being needed is the only version of being close that doesn't require you to hand anything over. You've built every relationship you have with the traffic running one direction. And now, even if you wanted to, there's no lane going the other way. You'd have to build one from nothing at 2 a.m. with a text, so you don't. The expensive part is what you started feeling towards them, and you're not going to like this one. You've started to resent them, quietly, in a way you'd never say out loud. Some part of you is keeping score. He didn't check in. She didn't notice I went quiet for 9 days. Nobody asked twice. And you feel like a bad person for thinking it, so you bury it, and it comes out sideways. You get short with people, you cancel, you go cold for a week, and call it being busy.
You've been running a test on the people you love. You never told them there was a test, you never told them the rules. That's the cost. Not loneliness. Loneliness you could survive. This is the thing where the people closest to you slowly stop feeling close, and neither of you can say why. And if it stopped there, I could give you a fix. Ask for help, obviously. Just ask. But you've heard that. You've heard it 100 times, and you still haven't done it. So that can't be the problem. Everything I've just told you is the symptom. None of it is the cause. You think this is about pride. It isn't. You think somewhere back there someone hurt you, and that's why you don't open your mouth. Probably nobody did. Remember the question. What do you think you're admitting? You're about to find out you already know. Think about what you got praised for as a kid. He's so easy. He's no trouble. He just gets on with it. Someone said that about you in front of you, and it felt good. And you were maybe 7? Nobody hit you. Nobody told you to man up. It was gentler than that, and it worked better than that. You learned that not needing things was your contribution. That was the deal. You were the one who didn't add to the pile. So you weren't taught to hide. You were rewarded for not needing. Those are different injuries, and only one of them leaves a mark you can point at, which is why you can't find the moment it started. There isn't one. But that still doesn't explain why you can't do it now. There's one more layer. When you ask someone for help, you're not asking for help. You're asking a much bigger question, and you're using a small one to do it. The real question is, am I loved for who I am or for what I handle? Then, the second you need something, you're testing whether there's anything underneath that. If you ask and he's busy, if you ask and she says something awkward and changes the subject, that's an answer about your entire life, delivered by accident on a Tuesday. So you don't ask. Not because you're afraid of looking weak, because you're protecting them from failing you. Read that again in your head. You're not protecting yourself, you're protecting them. That's how deep the reflex goes. Even your silence is a favor you're doing for other people. But here's the thing about a test you never run. You've already decided the result. You've been walking around for years with a verdict you never collected evidence for. In your head, they've already failed. You just never gave them the chance to sit the exam.
You've been answering it in your body every time your thumb hovers over that message and doesn't send. So let me say it out loud. You don't think you're admitting that you're weak. You think you're admitting that you need them. And you'd rather carry it forever than find out you needed someone who wasn't going to come. That's it. That's the whole thing. Every unsent message you've ever written was you choosing not to know. But not knowing isn't safety. You've had 10 years of not knowing. Look how you feel. The people in your life aren't a test you're going to fail. They're a group of people who have absolutely no idea you're carrying anything because the man they know never has. So here's the thing you can do tonight. It's small. It's meant to be small. Pick one person. Type one sentence. Not the whole story. One sentence. I've had a rough few months. Then, the hard part. Don't add anything after it. No, but I'm fine. No, sorry to dump this on you. Those are the escape hatches, and you will want one. Send it. Put the phone down. You don't need a reply tonight. And if what you're carrying is heavier than a text, if it's the kind of night where you're scared of your own head, call a helpline or wake up one person who loves you. I'm not a professional. I'm just the friend who says the thing at 2 a.m. If you want more of these, I'm here every week at this hour. You're not hard to love. You've just never let anyone try.